I'm not kidding, Jake. You shouldn't be in here. It's bad luck.
I don't care about luck. I care about you. Now, why did you change your mind? Can you tell me that?
What?
The press, the photographers, why are they here?
I just thought it would be nice to have a record, you know, for...
What, our kids?
Yeah, our kids.
That's sweet, honey, but, I thought we talked about this. I thought you wanted this to be private.
Oh, come on, Jake, lay off. If I've made a bad judgment call just because I'm a little nervous, is that so awful?
This is, are you nervous?
I am walking down the aisle. I'm allowed.
I hope that's all it is, because if I've done something to upset you on the most important day of our lives, let me know and I will do anything to fix it, okay?
Why, Jake? Just tell me why.
So it was in the telegram. You seemed pretty upset.
That looked upset to you?
Yeah, it did.
Well, then your analytical skills are a little off there, Victor. I was fine, a little ticked off, but it was just a business matter. End of story.
But you know, when something bad goes down, sunshine, you gotta open up. I mean, especially when you got a friend who's willing to help.
Did I ask for your help? Did you hear those words come out of my mouth?
Oh, take a chance, sunshine. What's the worst that could happen?
Missed you, Tommy, a lot.
Me too.
Did you hear about what happened in Canada?
Yeah, we've had the TV on all morning. Is there any other news?
No, Rachel's been trying to get through, but all the hospital will say is that Vicky's surgery was a success.
Oh, I don't know. I think there's more going on up there than they're saying. A lot more.
Listen, let's keep quiet on any information about Canada until after the wedding, okay?
Yeah, I'm really glad that we reached Grant from the airport. He sounded a little better, don't you think?
But
Yeah, it's hard to tell with you, isn't it? This whole thing, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
anyway you cut it, it's a disaster. Ian Raines escaped. Harrisons are about to kill each other. Vicky's fighting for her life. I mean, talk about your Greek tragedies.
I'll tell you one thing, Matt. I'm really glad that I'm out of there. I mean, I wouldn't wish their troubles on my worst enemy.
I realize it was only for seconds, Doctor, but my wife was conscious of that, I am sure.
I understand that. Unfortunately, that does not help me give you a prognosis beyond what we've already discussed.
Doc, but you said that her vital signs were good.
They are within normal range, Mr. Harrison, but her inability to sustain consciousness is very problematic.
But she was awake. Did she say anything, Grant? Did she know what happened?
I love you, darling. I love you.
Of course not, Ryan. She didn't even open her eyes.
I have seen cases where patients literally keep themselves comatose for weeks.
Why?
It's thought that when the body's injuries are very serious, the body shuts itself down to allow itself time to heal in peace.
You think that's what Victoria's doing now?
I don't know. I mean, her injuries are serious, to be sure, but nothing that would require auto anesthetic.
So then what's going on? What is wrong with
I
her?
don't know. I mean, it does seem that she does not want to wake up. Are you sure that you are telling me everything?
Listen, I've got to talk to Vicky. I've got to
Tell her what, Ryan? What could you possibly tell Victoria that would help her now?
Here we go.
So, you gonna stand here all day? You gonna tell me? You know, either way, it's cool. Oh, come on, look, I hate jerking around.
Oh, and I don't?
Hey, hello? Are we gonna talk about the telegram or what?
Fine. It was just from some creep that I know. He's just giving me a lot of trouble right now, and I don't need it. Not from him and not from you.
Some guy is bothering you? Who? Oh, what's his name?
It doesn't matter.
No, it matters to me. Now, you give me 5 minutes with this idiot, and I guarantee you, you will never hear from him again.
Whatever happened to the warm and fuzzy therapist who works his problems out by talking them through?
Yeah, well, he goes back to the neighborhood. Especially when it's over someone he cares about.
Victor, didn't you know that hoop skirts and smelling salts and fighting for a woman's honor went out this year? Look, I don't need you to fight my battles. I can do that myself.
Hey, Kels. Hi, Frankie. I didn't even see you.
Yeah, no kidding. You seem to be off in another world. So, what's up? You working late or something?
Oh, yeah, I had to double shift. I don't mind. I like double shifts.
You do? Since when?
I don't know. Yesterday, the day before, I forget.
Would seeing John in Maine have something to do with this sudden passion for work?
Maine? Is that where we were?
Come with me.
Matthew, I heard you just came in from Canada.
Yes, we did.
No, what's going on up there? How is Vicky doing?
Grant's last words to us was that Vicky's doing very well.
Thank God. And the boys, how are they?
Well, they're working with the Canadian authorities trying to find Ian Rain.
No, I meant how are they personally?
Well, it's none of my business, and frankly, Spencer, they made it quite clear that it was none of yours either.
Look, Mr. Harrison, I'm sure that everything will be fine between them.
You don't know my sons.
Actually, I probably know Ryan a lot better than you do, sir. And his main concern was that we get home for our friend's wedding.
Yeah. Which can't start until I fetch the bride. Excuse us.
What are you talking about? Why what?
Why are you so worried all of a sudden?
I'm not.
You act like it to me.
If you're nervous, that's fine. I can understand. I just want to wrap my head around what you want.
I want to walk up to that altar as a Corey, Jake.
Of course. Who else would you be?
No, I mean I want to show my solidarity with the family. The Coreys have always shown strength and grace under pressure.
Is that what our marriage is to you? Pressure?
No, I'm talking about the takeover attempt.
So that's why you pulled in the press to stand all Corey and regal.
No, I don't know about Regal. But I do know that some skunk is trying to undermine us as a family.
I thought today was just about the two of us.
Well, this is important to me, Jake. I want to be able to hold my head up.
And what a beautiful head that it is.
I want to look perfect.
Oh, you are perfect in every way. Did you see that I was wearing the watch that you gave me?
It's very impressive.
Hey, I don't care about that. I don't care if you bought it from a street vendor.
What?
It's a gift from your heart. Just like mine was to you. You in the locket?
No, it's, right here.
Anything that's missing that, is my mom. I mean, I kind of wish she was here to put it on you. It would be like a family thing or a tradition.
Oh, Jake.
I hope I'll do. The chain is broken.
I know.
Oh, sorry, Polly. I didn't know about that. You know what I'll do? Why don't I tie a little knot in it? Just like the big knot that we're gonna tie today. You know something, sweetheart? All of our problems are behind us. You and I are going to make it to the top.
Jake, you're not supposed to see Paulina yet.
Oh, I wouldn't court bad luck if I were you, Jake. You've had enough for a lifetime.
Thanks, Mom, but today is a whole new beginning for me.
You can say that again.
What you say?
I'll see you there.
See you. All right. Okay.
You all right?
Well, come on, let's get you dressed.
Yes. Come on, honey. If you don't get dressed, you won't be ready in time.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but my brother and I are under a good deal of strain. Would you excuse us, please?
Certainly. And gentlemen, I'm keeping those restrictions intact. One family member at a time, please.
One visitor from one family. And that's me and mine. Is that clear, Ryan?
For God's sake, Grant, she could be dying.
That will not happen. Victoria will not die.
Oh, and why is that, Grant? Why is that? Because you say so? You heard the doctor said she needs a reason to live.
She has two reasons. Good ones. Stephen and myself. How can you be so selfish?
Look, Vicky needs to know that she's loved. Even after all this time, you still don't understand that, do you?
I understand this. I love my wife, and I will allow no one to interfere with her or my family. You have to hang in there, Victoria. Stephen, your mother, Bridget, me, we all need you. Without you, we're not even gonna think about that, are we? It's too much left to do. From that very first night in Washington, you said that you'd be my wife. And we knew right then and there that together we could make a fundamental difference. Not only to the nation, but to each other. We were the golden couple, Victoria. And I promise you with every fiber of my being that we will be again. All you have to do is get better. Just get better. And come home to me. Please. Come home where you belong.
Where is she? Where's my little...
She's in intensive care right now.
She's going to be all right, isn't it? Now, please tell me that she's going to be all
She's
right.
in guarded condition, but they're watching her very, very carefully.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Come on, let's sit down.
How could it have happened?
Listen, she came out of her coma for a short time. There's nothing saying that she's not going to come out of it again. It's only a matter of time.
Don't you mince words with me. I want the truth.
Well, I know where she gets it from.
You certainly do. Now, I want to hear what the doctors have to say.
You will as soon as Dr. Trevelyan gets back. Now, how's Dean? What happened to Donna?
Well, you see, he was very exhausted when he got off the plane. And I said I would take him to the hotel, but Miss Donna said no. She promised Victoria that she would look after Stephen and she wouldn't let him out of her sight, you see. That's when I knew that there was something very serious going on right here.
It's just like Vicky, isn't it? I mean, just make sure that he's okay, even if it was the last thing she did, right?
You're blaming yourself for this whole horrible accident, are you? I can see it in your face.
Of course. If I'd left her alone after she had gotten married to Grant, then none of this would have happened.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Bridget, I backed her into a corner, and when she was there, I didn't even have the common decency to walk away, to let her start again.
That's nonsense. You know that you were a lifeline.
Was I?
Yes.
Well, then why is she in there? She's fighting for her life right now because I couldn't let go.
Neither could she, my dear.
If I could have just done the right thing right away, if I could have just had half a brain as to how much she meant to me, that's...
And how much she still means to you. All right, I'm going to tell you something, young woman in there. There's only one thing that she's ever wanted in her whole life, and that's to be loved. And if you still feel the way you do about her, and I think you do, well, then everything that's happened in between is nothing more than a puddle. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Marcia, what happens if there's not enough time?
Well, there's no sense in worrying about the future, my dear. It's today that counts. Right now, that's the one thing that's important for Victoria.
See, I don't have an awful lot of faith in today right now, and that really scares me to death.
Well, that's what faith's for, my dear. To help you get through it.
So basically, Vicky's shooting was just a horrible accident.
Now, what organs were involved? I mean, was it an abdominal thing?
Kelsey, I can't give you any of the medical proof at all. I mean, the doctors were very close-mouthed.
That figures. I mean, my cousin is a U.S. senator after all, but Vicky's okay, right?
That's what Grant says. What? I'm telling you everything I know.
No, you're not. You're leaving out the part about Ryan. What's happening between the two of you?
Well, we're friends again.
Oh, how does that make you feel?
Okay, actually. I mean, he's a great guy with a love-life problem that is one for the books. I'm definitely better off by myself, believe me.
Excuse me, didn't I see you come in here with Matt?
Okay, well, not totally by myself.
Gosh, this is gross. I'm getting dirt all over me. Whose idea was this?
I believe it was your idea, you big banana.
I hate you, Dennis. I really do. Hey, there's Dean.
Yeah, standing right next to Jenna. Hey, you're the one that noticed, little cousin, so don't give me a hassle about it. Come on, let's go put your baby somewhere. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Have a good time. Enjoy yourselves at my wedding. Well, this is my favorite sister-in-law, Iris. Now, I'm going to be calling Rachel Mom. What do you think would be appropriate to call you?
Oh, I think Mrs. Wheeler, Jake. You know, you might be marrying into the Coreys, but you'll never, ever be one. You just don't have the class.
Yes, well, I think you're wrong on 2 counts, sis. First of all, Paulina's going to be marrying me, so she's going to be a McKinnon. And secondly, class is something you're born with, no matter which side of the tracks you come from.
You know, Jake, I absolutely agree with you. I guess you're just innately deficient.
Well, I think Paulina has enough class for both of us.
For once, you're right, Jake. Paulina is one classy lady.
Yes, Kevin, thank you for coming again, as I told you, nobody else from the family.
Just to make her happy. She deserves it.
Well, you ready, Jake? Yeah. You know something? I don't know which family is worse, hers or mine. I mean, it seems like they both want me to fall flat on my face.
Oh, not a chance. By tonight, Paulina will be your bride. And by next week, the rest of the Coreys will have become your employees.
Distant Sun is in. We have enough shares.
Jaco, there's not a doubt in my mind.
It can't possibly be cold here. It's happening again, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm afraid it is.
What could it possibly be? You said you were sure it's not the baby.
The baby is fine.
Is it Vicky?
No, it's not her.
Felicia hasn't finished that film yet. Maybe she's having trouble remembering her lines.
Oh, Cass.
I mean, you gotta lighten up about this. The worst that can possibly happen today, aside from poor Paulina actually marrying Jake, is that Lorna will poison us all.
Honey, the food is coming from
Yeah,
Tops.
but it's all passing through her hands. You really are worried about this, aren't you?
Yeah, whatever it is.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about Distant Sun. I'm expecting a phone call any minute that's going to expose those investors, whoever they are. Rachel's problems will be behind her before this day is out. Mark my words.
Mark my words, Jake. This is the week we bury Rachel Corey.
I don't even know why I'm here. I'm here for Vicky. I don't even know who you are. But I know who Vicky is, and I know that she believes in you. Vicky, I remember Vicky praying to you in the cave. She was a woman who was worried about losing her son and her parents and her sister and her husband.
And you know who she prayed for then? She prayed for them. Vicky. And she was supposed to be the selfish one. Me? I'm the selfish one. Self-centered and self-righteous. I couldn't let go. I never gave her a break. Well, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to ask for some help. I need to be there for her, and I really don't know how to do that right now. Oh, there's so many people who love her and need her more than anything. Well, here I am. I give up. I surrender, okay? I'm here on my knees, and I am begging you. I am begging you, please. Don't let her die. I promise I will give her whatever she needs. I will not make a mistake with her. But please give us another chance.
Well, I appreciate everything that you've done. I really do. I'll be in touch.
Was that your contact from the SEC?
Yes.
And?
He came up empty, just like us.
Damn! I want to know who those sharks are.
I'm sorry, Rachel. At this point, I've tried everything that I can possibly think of.
I know. And I appreciate everything you've done. I just... Oh, it doesn't have to wish, does it?
I will keep after these people until I find every stock certificate that Corey ever issued.
Well, you wait until Jake sees you in this dress. He's gonna flip.
Listen, just don't tell the girls, all right? I don't want anything to spoil Helena's day.
Of course. But Rachel, we're not letting Mac's company go down without a fight.
Here comes the bride.
I guess you're used to seeing nervous groom.
In about 20 minutes, you'll be fine. Good luck, son.
Thank you. Thank you.
Spencer? Hi. How are you feeling? I mean, about everything that's happening in Canada.
Well, not very well. I'd give anything to be with Brent and Vicky right now, but they've made it very clear that my presence would not be appreciated.
Well, maybe when they get home, we could...
Oh, Kelsey, you're a very thoughtful girl. But I think we both know that a reconciliation is not what Grant and Ryan want.
But it's always a possibility. That's what you have to hold on to. Save me a dance.
I will.
Good luck, Jake.
Thank you. She did say that Vicky was all right, didn't she?
Yes, that's what I was told.
Good. You know something? Maybe I should grab one of these photographers and get a couple of shots. I mean, Vicky would just love watching me make the Corey squirm. You still with me?
Yes, of course. Well, here you go, Jake. Good luck.
Everybody keeps telling me that. Are you kidding me? I'm marrying Paulina. That's the best luck in the world. Woo! Gorgeous. You look gorgeous.
You think?
Yes.
See, I told you. You're absolute perfection in that dress.
Oh, you're beautiful, and Jake doesn't know how lucky he is.
I hope I make you proud today, Rachel.
Oh, honey, you already have.
No, I mean, when...
What?
You'll see. Okay, I'm ready. How about you, Matt?
I'm ready.
Amanda?
Right.
Rachel?
Oh, you guys, it's so much fun to all be together.
Yeah. Now listen, Ada is your official guardian for this and every other occasion. Ada understood Jake better than I do.
Well, you have a whole lifetime to understand, don't you?
Come on, let's go over there.
Yep. I suppose this is the time I should ask you if you're sure about what you're doing.
Oh, I'm sure, Matt. I've never been more sure of anything in my entire life.
Good, let's go.
You like this? If you like this, wait till you see what I have planned for our wedding.
Could this possibly be any more different than our wedding?
I know. But if Jake and Pauline are half as in love as we are, then maybe they should.
I think I should go now. I left some sternos burning back at the house. Maybe I should check on them.
Like there are candles on the aluminum trays. Nothing's gonna happen. Unless, of course, you want to take off for some other reason.
Like what?
Like maybe you want to give your pen pal a call.
This is way cool, huh, Dad?
Yeah, I didn't know weddings were on your top 10 list,
Well,
huh?
it depends who it's for. You know what I mean? Maybe this summer we'll be going to another one. What do you think?
Well, anything's possible, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. Who'd ever think IW was such a great cook, right?
Oh, aren't you just a little flatterer? Wonder where he gets that from.
From a master.
Please tell me she's changed her mind.
Smile, Iris. This is a very important day.
This is it, boss. The day all my dreams come true.
I'm happy for you, Jake. I'm only sorry that your own father couldn't be here for this.
We'll do just fine.
Anything? She's still unconscious. Rebellion thinks she may be slipping into a coma. I don't know what to do. I've called Chicago General. I'm waiting to talk to a specialist.
You know what the doctor said? They said it's in Vicky's hands now.
Thank you for that show of support, Ryan.
Senator.
I'm so glad you're here. Did you bring Stephen with you?
No. No, Miss Hunt's going to bring him later.
Good. Good, because you see, if anybody can help Victoria now, I'm sure it'll be our boy. I was so worried that he would hear something on television. Did Donna explain to him what happened?
Oh, well, she said that she was going to tell him that his mother was ill.
Oh, fine. Fine. I'm sure that he'll understand that better than...
Better than what? Better than the truth? You know, maybe you can fool a little boy like that, but you can't fool me. And I want to hear it from you. Why did you try to kill my little girl?
Vicky. Vicky, I'm here. I've come to take you back home.
Did Donna explain to you what happened?
Oh, I've heard plenty of excuses. But you know what I want to hear now? I want to hear the truth.
This was an accident, Bridget. He and Rain kidnapped Victoria, and I went after her.
I like a crazy man.
Yes. Yes, I was crazy. He left her for dead once before, and I was not about to let that happen again. And if Victoria hadn't somehow slipped into the line of fire, he'd be behind bars right now.
Oh, now you're blaming Victoria.
No.
How dare you do
Look,
that?
I'm not blaming. I'm simply explaining the circumstances to you. This was a terrible, horrible, tragic accident.
And you went off, half-cocked, to try and find Ian Rain, a person that you didn't even believe existed in the first place.
There was no proof, Bridget.
Oh, yes, there was. There was Victoria. Yes, she told you her nightmares. She told you she even saw him at that party. But you didn't believe her. You kept telling her that she was just imagining
I
things.
honestly thought she was. You saw how things were. When we got back to Bay City after our honeymoon, she basically shut me out.
That's not true.
The hell it isn't. Look, whenever anything went wrong, she turned to Ryan. From my standpoint, it was though she were fabricating stories so she'd have the excuse to see him.
It's a terrible thing to say about your own wife.
My wife? She never treated me like a husband. She treated me like a jailer.
Maybe it was a very appropriate reaction.
I beg your pardon?
Well, all she ever wanted from you was love and respect. She never asked anything else from you but that, you know.
Bridget, you can't possibly think I didn't show her love. As angry as you might be right now, you can't possibly doubt my love for Victoria.
Oh, I know. I know you always said you loved her.
I've tried to show her just how very much. But she never believed in me. She never trusted me from the very beginning. I knew that.
Oh, well, you know something. Trust's got to be earned.
Yeah, you're right. And maybe I would have earned it. Maybe if Ryan hadn't been in our lives every single waking minute, I would have had a chance to earn it.
Oh, well, now you're blaming Ryan, are you?
You're damn right I am. My brother's interference may have caused me my marriage. But worst of all, Victoria's life.
You know, now the doctors are telling me that you're not fighting hard enough. And we both know what a load of garbage that is, because we know that you are the strongest and the toughest and the most stubborn woman who had ever been born. Well, actually, I've got the market corner of that stubborn. Oh, I have made so many mistakes with us, so many, all because I've been so pig-headed and stupid. I mean, here I was asking you to apologize over and over again, all because I was so arrogant and hell-bent on making sure everyone knew that I was the one who had been wronged. But I am the one who failed this, Vicky, not you. I never should have let you slip away. I never should have let you marry Grant, but I did. And even when I saw how miserable you were, I couldn't face the truth about myself, about us. I should have trusted our love, and because I didn't, look where you are now. You were in here fighting for your life because I am such a jackass. But the truth of the matter is, Vic, that you are not the one who should have been asking for forgiveness. It should have been me. So can you wake up now? Can you wake up and forgive me?
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here together to witness the marriage of Jake and Paulina and to share in their love and to ask God to bless them. God gives human love, and through that love, husband and wife come to know each other with mutual care and companionship.
Oh, come on. If they want a companion, they should just get a dog.
Why don't you write that on your gift card, onion head?
Gift.
Will the family and friends of Jake and Paulina please stand? Do you offer your prayerful blessing, love, and support to this marriage?
Yes.
If so, please say, I do.
I do.
I do.
Yeah, all right.
I feel it again. Something's wrong.
Jake, please take Paulina's hand for your vows.
You okay?
Kate McKinnon, do you take this woman, Paulina Corey, as your wife?
I will.
Then please recite the vows of this most sacred of unions to Paulina.
Paulina, I give myself to you as your husband. I promise to love you and sustain you from this day forth in sickness. What is it?
Is everything all right? Do you wish to continue?
Bridget, I know how devoted you are to Victoria. I know how much you love her.
How do? I love her just as much as if she were my own child.
Then you have to believe me when I tell you that my only concern is to get her well and get her out of the hospital.
You have my agreement on that.
Good. As far as our marriage is concerned, it's clear that we have a ways to go to repair the damage, but I am absolutely certain that it is salvageable.
Don't you think that Victoria should have a say in that?
I'd say we both have a say in that, wouldn't you? Bridget, we need time. We need time alone to remember why it is we got married in the first place. And if we have the opportunity to discover each other again, then our marriage will blossom just as surely as our love did in Washington.
Well, you certainly can turn a fine phrase. I'll say that for you. But you know what? Victoria's not the electorate. She doesn't need just pretty words.
I would do anything for Victoria. She knows that. I want to create a loving home for Victoria and Stephen and children of our own. These days of second-guessing and mistrust are soon over.
You know what I want? I want her to be well and happy.
Well, she will be again. Soon. I know it.
You know, Vic, I was over in the chapel a little while before. And I remember how you were praying when we were in the cave. How you were praying to God to take care of everybody. And you must have been pretty impressive, because I have it on the highest authority that you were going to make it. And when you do, the biggest miracle is going to be when we manage to get back what I threw away. Oh. You know, I've never been able to tell you this before, but I learned so much from you. Oh, and I forgive you everything and anything that has ever happened between us. Oh, God, Vicky. Please wake up. Please wake up so I can hold you in my arms one more time and tell you how much you mean to me. Please. Please.
I'm sorry, I must have got a little nervous.
That's quite all right. Would you like to begin again?
Try and stop me. Paulina, I give myself as your husband. And I promise to love and sustain you from this day forth. In sickness and in health. In joy and in sorrow. For richer or poor. As long as we both shall live.
That was very nice, Jake.
I'd like to say something about my bride, if that's okay. A lot of you know Paulina pretty well. And I'm lucky enough to be Paulina's best friend. Before Paulina showed up in my life, I used to screw up everything, and I'd try to figure out ways to get out of it, but Paulina showed me that it was okay to make mistakes, as long as you owned up to them. And the most important thing to me is that she loves me and that she believes in me in spite of everything. And after all, that is what true love is all about, right? I love you. And I want you to know that I am the luckiest man in the world.
Very nice, Jake. Would you like to say anything before your vows, Paulina?
Actually, I would.
He's back on it.